Hello, everybody. Gage says it's empty. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer, this is the collaboration beer from Stone 2013. This is their Stone Wheaten Stout. Ale brewed with pecans, wheat, and rye, with 1/4 aged in bourbon barrels, 13% alcohol by volume. And this is a collaboration between Drew Curtis, Greg Cook, and Will Wheaton. So, and it's got a bunch of writing here on the back, and I'm not going to try to read that. I mean, it would take me 5 minutes to read all that, what they've got in here. But basically, the commercial description here, it says, from the most unlikely yet intensely imaginative trio that this actor and uber geek champion Will Wheaton, alternate news website Fark.com creator Drew Curtis, and Stone CEO co-founder Greg Cook, comes an Imperial Stout unlike any ever made, brewed with rye, wheat, malt, and pecans, and partially aged in bourbon whiskey barrels. This viscous yet silken brew erupts with an oaky, nutty bouquet and rich flavors of vanilla, toast, and bitter chocolate. Enjoy now or cellar this celebration of ninth degree passion and geekery applied most gracefully to the craft of brewing and collaboration. Drew Curtis, Will Wheaton, Greg Cook, Stone Wheaten Stout. So with that being said, guys, it says here it was a seasonal beer, but as far as I know, it's only a brewed once beer. I may be wrong on that. I've not seen it before, so not had it before either. So this will be the first time for me having this, and I was able to pick up a few of these. So I've got some put away to cellar to see how it changes over time. So we're going to cellar a couple of these and see how they do. But we're going to review this one. ABV is 15. It doesn't have the IBUs listed here anywhere that I can see. No, that's it. So without further ado, the food pairings of cheeses are buttery, brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss, and it says since it's a stout, it's a dessert or chocolate type beer. And it says the meat for this is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Glassware is a pint, Becker Stein, a tumbler, mug, snifter, oversized wine glass. I got the double glass for this one, 13%. This is a great big beer. I hope it's not too boozy. If it is, those will set in the closet or in the fridges in the back for quite a while before I review the next one or even taste the next one. So, I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. The glassware we've talked about, and this beer being a 13% stout, it will keep for quite a while. I mean, 20 years probably or more if it's cellar correctly. So let's get the cap off of this bad boy. This is a bomber, 22-ounce size. Into the glass we go. I'm not going to be pouring all this in there, and the other half will go to the other half. That's about all we're going to pour in there for that one. And I could have poured it a little more aggressive than that and got a bigger head. We got about a finger of head on that, and that's quite good enough. Over into the light, there is none. Absolutely none. It is pitch black, darkest night, guys. A lot of bubbles streaming up, reinforcing the head, but it is pretty dark. Let's get a nose on it. Ooh. I am getting a little bit of alcohol, but there is some vanilla and chocolate, and I am smelling a little bit of the toastiness. And like I said, it's got rye in it. I mean, it's got a whole lot of nice, tasty things in this beer. Getting a little bit of dark fruit in there too. Like some raisins, plums, or prunes, or something like that. Figs, dates. Smells very delicious, guys. So let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Woo! Stout. Wow. This is a big beer. But I'm not getting a super booziness. Very well made beer. Greg does some great stuff at Stone. Really impressed by the Beer Jesus, is what they call this guy. From Beer Moses to Beer Jesus, this is an awesome beer, Greg. Wow. Very tasty. For 13%, I was expecting it to be way more boozy than what it is. If you can get your hands on this, still, it's been out for a little while, not long, but stuff like this disappears off the shelf as soon as the Kroger store across town that actually gets these kind of craft beers. I think she said she got 3 cases of it on Friday, and we went over there on Monday, and she had 3 bottles left, 3 or 4 bottles left is all she had, and I bought all she had. I took everything else off her hands. So I think I got either 3 or 4, I'm not exactly sure, but one in the fridge, and the other ones are in the closet waiting to go to the fridge. So, wow, this is definitely a tasty beer. Whether you're going to drink it now or you're going to cellar it for a year, 2, 5, 10. Well, chocolate in there too. There's a chocolate, roasted malt. Wow. This is an awesome beer, guys. It really is. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. This is definitely an A beer as far as I'm concerned, guys. Stick around. Let's see if this one gets the A. We're going to let it warm up, and I'm going to pour the other half of this for her. And I'll be back. We'll do the final chug. Looks pretty damn impressive so far. Stick around. Hello everybody, I'm back. Got just a little bit left here. Maybe just a little bit more than a little bit. This beer, with my English accent, is bloody awesome. And I'm a little partial now that Greg Cook has done a little video about me and recognized me doing beer reviews. We talked about that earlier, guys. You can go see it. And I think he did that for several of the craft beer reviewers, Beer Geek Nation, and several others that he did. He recognized that we were doing beer reviews and reviewed his stuff, and his stuff has got pretty good marks. I don't think that I remember having a bad beer from them. And they do a lot of stuff out of the box. And I may be mistaken. I may have graded some of the stuff B or even I don't think I've graded any Stone beers at C or less. So everything's been at least a B or an A that I remember. Of course, after 1,100 beer reviews, some of them run together, especially the ones that wasn't very impressive. So, with that being said, it's pretty damn awesome. For a 13% beer, it is awesome. It is awesome, guys. I am so glad that I picked up the 4 bottles. I think I got 4 bottles that I did. Like I told you, 3 cases on Friday, 4 bottles left by Monday. So that's how it goes. And I was probably lucky to get that if I didn't go out on Friday. There's a lot of beers like KBS and certain other ones that do show up. They disappear that same day. A lot of them will disappear that same hour if they know they're coming out then. And they'll be standing in line waiting to get this stuff. So and I have a lot of comments of the people that see the KBS and when the fridge is downstairs. And I didn't even get any of this year's version of it. I mean, I was not able to. I wasn't at the right place at the right time and didn't have anybody that was willing to save me any to review. So with that being said, the ones you see downstairs are last year's and the year before and the year before that. And I'm the kind of guy that I can save that stuff. It doesn't, there's enough beers, and I have enough beers here, and I buy enough beers where it doesn't worry me that if that's all I had and I only had a 6-pack in the fridge and that was one of them, I'd probably want to drink it every day. But I put it in there and I forget about it. I mean, I don't worry about it. There's plenty of other beers I can drink, and I want to taste those beers several years down the road because I know what they taste like fresh. Because I usually get one and I'll drink it, and it tastes better than last year. It tastes worse than last year. Similar to Hop Slam, because the first year at Hop Slam it blowed my hair plumb off just about, and then the last couple of years have not been super impressive. And I had one a week or so ago that I've been cellaring for 6 months or more. And I thought it was a little better. I mean, the hops had died down, but it wasn't nowhere near as boozy as it was when it first came out in January. So, and that's the dates that's on the bottles that I have from January. So, with that being said, not rounding on any further, don't want this to be a 20-minute video. Let's do the final chug on this one. I hate to because it's so damn good. This is sparking awesome, as the bottle label says. The alcohol is a little more present, but not boozy at all. 13%, vanilla, chocolate, dark fruit. I mean, it's all there. It's a wonderful beer. So if you've got this and you've had this, you know exactly what I'm talking about if you're a stout fan. It comes with with wonderful reviews from everybody usually that's had it. It's pretty decent beer. It's definitely worth picking up if you see it, and there's some still left on the shelves, which I kind of doubt by now. But it's good. It's definitely an A beer as far as I'm concerned. And it's got the date on this one, says bottled on June 25th, 2013. So I mean, really recent. And it doesn't compare with like Goose Island Bourbon County Stout, because that beer is really super hot when it's fresh. And I'm not getting that on this one. It's not that hot. It's not super boozy. It's not one that you have to cellar to get the booziness to go away. It is decent right out of the bottle fresh. So I'm rambling on. I don't want this to be a monster long video. So guys, as far as I'm concerned, the date on the bottle, it gets the 10. If it didn't have the date on the bottle, it would probably get the 9, but it has a date. It's an awesome beer. You can drink it fresh. It's not boozy. It's wonderful. It wasn't expensive. I think this was either $6.99 or $8.99 for a 13% beer. Awesome. So guys, it gets the 10 from me. It's that good. So if you've had it, give me some comments back on this one. We'll go to the ratings. Beer Advocate says 90, which is in their outstanding range. I agree with that. It is outstanding. And if you're not outstanding in your field, go stand in somebody else's. Rate Beer says overall 99, and in the style it's saying 85. I'm not agreeing with the style numbers there, but the 99 out of 100. I don't know what they're hacking on it about, but it's one of the top 5 beers as far as I'm concerned in the Imperial Stouts at 13%. Just remember, it's 13%. So it's a 10 in my book, guys. If you've had this one, give me some comments back on this one, whether you liked it, didn't like it. And if you didn't like it, I respect that. Tell me why you didn't like it. You don't have to go to thumbs down and all that kind of stuff. Just tell me. And if you don't like the beer, you don't thumbs down the video. That's not how you do it. If you don't like the beer, tell me, I didn't like this beer. It's too boozy, or too this, or too that. And you know, I understand. If you thumbs down the video, you're telling me the video is obscene or something like that, and it goes against me. So, and that's what the trolls like to do, and they like to punch that button. So hopefully we've got rid of all the trolls, or I'm not going to say that because they'll be flocking in here like geese, but it is what it is, guys. So if you've had this beer, tell me you liked it, or tell me you didn't like it, and then tell me why each way. I like this, I like that. So that's what you do, and I hope you do. And otherwise, rate, comment, subscribe. Let's see what's in the fridge tomorrow. It'd be hard to top this, but we're going to give it a try. Join me then.